Hi guys, Murph here for an informational Dirt Rally 2.0 video. This is part of my series of videos finding out which is the fastest car in each class. The stage I'll be using will be Hawke's Bay, the Waimarama Sprint Ford stage. I won't be using the full stage, I'll be using just the shakedown, basically from the start of the stage, right there, all the way through there to just before that triangle there, just before the hairpin. And the reason I'll be using just the shakedown is simply to make it so I can do a lot of runs through in a short period of time and I can get the most accurate reading to how fast each car will be. I will be doing 10 runs through each stage, and then comparing the fastest times to each car. Now, before we get underway to find out which is the fastest of the Group B monsters, I would very much appreciate if you'd hit the old like and subscribe button, and feel free to get the old bell on if you want to get notifications when I have got either my live stream or upload any of my videos. Thank you. And so, to get underway, in 5th place we have the mighty Metro 6R4. Now this car does have a huge soft spot for me, basically because my very first car was an MG Metro. So naturally I love this car to be the fastest. I love it to death to be quicker than all the other beasts, but unfortunately it's not. It's about 3 seconds off the leaders, 1.5 seconds off the rest, give or take. It's still a really fun car to drive. It's the best handling of all the Group B cars. It's like a little terrier, left to right, fast as change directions, beautiful. Short wheelbase makes it handle like a big go-kart. But unfortunately, you just can't substitute raw horsepower, which some of the other cars have. This car, with the Audi alone, is giving up 100 horsepower, and you just can't make that back up. Now, at the other end of the spectrum, we have the Audi Sport Quattro E2. Now, this car, you go from having the slowest car in terms of horsepower to the highest, big 500 horsepower monster. This thing accelerates so quickly. Downside, and what costs it being further up the list, is its handling. That weight over and even in front of the front axle just makes the car just understeer. So now what I did, Scandinavian flick, I had to incorporate the handbrake a few times just to get the car to rotate. It's a fun car to drive. Bear in mind you're going to have to brake quite early because of the handling and the sheer speed you're entering the corners. Now, time wise, I wasn't too far off the top guys for 117.413, so got about seconds advantage on the Metro. And in the 3rd place, the mighty Ford RS200, car that was a wee bit late to the Group B rally scene. Unfortunately, being banned in '87, this car was only just starting to find its legs. I'm picking would have been champion in 1988 if it had got on to win. Now, as far as the car in game, it's a little bit understeering, not quite as chronic as the Audi Quattro, but it does understeer. It feels like a proper mid-engine car, so it'd probably actually feel real nice on the tarmac stages, which I haven't tried it yet. But on the gravel, it just finding it hard to get the car rotated, so it's not ideal. It's still obviously quick. I mean, it was 3rd. It wasn't too far off the top 2. But just, yeah, I just didn't like the handling so much. I wouldn't pick it normally. I ended up doing a 1 minute 16.863, so not a bad time at all. Now, in a solid, very, very solid 2nd place is the Peugeot 205 T16 Evolution Tool. Quick car, there's no getting around that. This is really quick, definitely handles really well. Not quite the best, but handles superbly. Had a lot of fun doing the laps in this one. Had to stop myself from doing too many just to get an unfair reading. It's just really a lot of fun to drive. Plenty of power. The big downside to it, which probably meant it didn't win, was turbo lag. If you weren't in the right gear, or if you just bogged down a wee bit, it took ages to wind that turbo back up. Good old 80s turbos. But in the end, it did get a very good time in a 1 minute 16.096. So taking out our championship, and what else could it be other than the Lancia Delta S4? Absolute rocket ship. I won't talk too much through this. I'll let you guys enjoy the run through the stage, the minute and a half. I'll talk to you after.
Into 2 right, extra long, tightens cut, opens, 6 right, into 3 left long, opens over crest, 100, turn unseen, 2 left tightens, 30, 2 right long, opens, 50, crest, and don't cut, 1 left long, unseen, 30, 6 right long, 80, slow 4 left over crest, into 1 right, tightens, don't cut, 60, 4 left, into 6 right over crest, into 1 left tightens, 50, flat middle of a crest, 150, to stop.
So there we go, there's a run through the shakedown and got 1 minute 15.563, so about 14 or half a second actually up on the Peugeot, 1.3 seconds up on the Ford, 1.8 up on the Audi, and 3.3 up on the Metro. So that car's beautiful. It's just a dream to drive. No turbo lag thanks to the extra supercharger. Just turns in nicely. It just is on point, as you can probably tell. I absolutely love driving it, and it's quick, of course. It's got plenty of horsepower. Anyway, hope that helped you guys out. If it did, please hit the old like and subscribe button. Get that bell on if you want more info, and we will catch you for the next one. Not sure which one I'll do, not sure when it will come out. Maybe it'll take a couple extra days because I'm back at work, because these videos do take a little while. But as soon as I can get it done, I will get the next one out to you. Ciao!
Tightens, don't cut. 60. 50. Flat middle of a crest.